Now we are going to discuss about the polynomial. This is the second chapter here of this NCERT that we are going to see here. So before this, we have separate lecture for the real numbers. Maybe it is in two parts along with the previous year question also that you can see. And here we'll see how polynomials are important and what are the various types of the polynomials and what are the zeros of the polynomials and what is the relation between zeros and their coefficients. Those are things we are going to see here. How we'll find the sum of the zeros and what is the zeros and how we'll find the product of zeros. That all things we are going to see here. And still, if you didn't subscribe our channel, please subscribe it and share with your friends. Some lectures are available in the dual language also. Okay. So polynomial, when we are trying to express, okay, some relations in the form of some variables that give us the polynomials. So here it is important, like suppose, for example, when you're talking about p of x and we are writing it is like 3x plus 2. So this is also one type of the polynomials. So the what is the highest exponent of the variable that is called as the degree of polynomials. So here if you have written, we have taken here क्या लिया हम लोगों ने, what we have taken, that p of x equal to 3x plus 2. So p is the function of x. So variable x highest exponent is what here 1. So that degree of polynomial for this is going to be equal to the 1. So on the basis of degree of polynomials, finally polynomials are divided into various types. Okay, on the basis of degree. So like we have linear polynomials. So in case of linear polynomial, what will be the degree? So the degree of the polynomial is equal to 1. Okay, so here degree will be equal to 1. Example, like we have written one expression. We can write another expression also. We can write suppose 2y plus 6. So here it is the function of y. So similarly, we have another polynomial on the basis of degree that is called as the quadratic polynomials. So in case of quadratic polynomial, that degree is going to be how much? Quad. So degree is going to be how much? 2. Degree kitna hai? 2. So we can write some example. If it is a function of x, we can write x squared plus 3. Okay. So similarly, we can have quad after cube. So we can have cubic polynomial. So in case of cubic polynomial, that degree is going to be equal to 3. And we can have one example. Okay, so in that case of cubic polynomial, we can write if p of x we can write like 5x squared plus 2x. Okay, so this is the different types of the polynomials what we are seeing here. So if you see in general, here maximum discussion is about quadratic polynomial. So a standard form of the quadratic polynomial is ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, c are the integer and a is the coefficient of what? X squared. Okay, and b is what? B क्या है? It is the coefficient of x. And c is what here? Constant. So that we are going to use later in this stage. Now the value of x for which the polynomial is going to be equal to 0. So like p of k for which polynomial is become 0, then k will be called as the zeros of the polynomials. Zeros of the polynomial. तो जिस वैल्यू के लिए पॉलिनोमियल का वैल्यू क्या हो जाए? 0 हो जाए, that will be called as the zeros of the polynomial. इफ इट इज द लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल तो क्या होगा, एक जीरो होगा, क्वाड्रेटिक में टू जीरोस होगा, क्यूबिक में क्या होगा, थ्री जीरोस होगा. So like this, on the basis of degree, we have number of zeros. Degree is 1. It is the linear polynomial and only one solution. And quadratic polynomial degree is 2. It has two solution, two zeros for two different values. Its value is going to become 0. In case of cubic, we'll have three different zeros. And sometimes maybe zeros also can be equal. Okay. So that are the conditions. Slowly we are going to see here. So now suppose, for example, if you see that about the linear polynomial, that linear polynomial standard form is ax plus b. Okay. So when this polynomial will write as p of x. Now suppose it is going to be, we are going to put the value x equal to k. So finally this polynomial will become ak plus b. And for this value, this polynomial is going to be 0. Then k is called as the zeros of the polynomial. So finally, what is the value of k? It will become the b minus, that is minus b by a. So this also can be written as minus, it is the what? It is the coefficient. B is what here? Coefficient of x. Okay. So here, in this case, ax plus b. So this b is not coefficient. B is what here? B is going to be the constant. Okay, b is the constant. So this is the constant and a is the coefficient of x. Okay, so that we should be careful. B is what here? Constant. A is what? Coefficient of x. So like this, if you have linear polynomial. So in that case, how we are going to find the expression that we are going to see in this situation. Now, suppose, for example, we are considering some polynomial of linear type, means degree 1. So if degree is 1, that is considered as p of x equal to 2x plus 3. Or this one we also can write as y equal to 2x plus 3. Now, for which value of x, okay, it is going to be equal to 0, that will be called as the zeros of this polynomial. So now here it is important also that we can see the graph for the linear polynomial. The graph is going to be linear, that also we can observe here. So here if you see that here example is taken. So to draw any line, we require at least 2 points. So two different value of x is considered, on the basis of that y is calculated. So when x is equal to minus 2, so now if you substitute the value here, so what we'll get? Y equal to 2 into minus 2 plus 3. So this value is what? Minus 4 plus 3. That is going to become equal minus 1. Similarly, if you substitute x equal to 2, so now y equal to 2 times of 2 plus 3. So that is going to be equal to 7. So here we got 2 points. Okay. One is the coordinates minus 2 comma minus 1, another is 2 comma 7. So now here in the graph we have x-axis and y-axis, and as per the situation we are going to take the scale. So here each division is going to become equal to 1. So first point what we have here, this is the minus 2 minus 1. So here this is the x is minus 2, y is minus 1. Another point what we have, 2 comma 7. So this is the 2 comma 7. So now we can join this one with a scale. So this is the finally linear graph for the equation y equal to 2x plus 3. Or it is the linear polynomial for that graph. And it is intersecting at y-axis at 3. And everywhere at y-axis what will have? X equal to 0. And on the x-axis everywhere y equal to 0. So that's why here coordinate is 0, 3. So when we are writing the coordinate, first we are writing the x value, then we are writing the y value. X is also called as the epsica, y is called as the ordinates. Similarly here, where it is going to cross this x-axis, so that value is minus 3 by 2 comma 0. So now here if you see that for this linear equation, that linear polynomial here, where graph is going to cross the x-axis, that will become the zeros of this polynomial. So here in this, if you substitute x equal to minus 3 by 2, then see what is the value of y here. So we have 2 into minus 3 by 2 plus 3. So 2 get cancelled. We have minus 3 plus 3, that is going to become equal to 0. Okay. So this is the zeros of, that is only one zero is the only one value. So we can call 0 only. So this is the zero of the polynomial. That is the k here for us. So by putting minus 3 by 2, okay. So minus 3 by 2 रखने से क्या हो रहा है? Polynomial का value is going to become 0. और here again we are talking about the coefficient and constant. So 3 is the constant. Okay. The formula is minus b by a. So b is constant here 3. A is the coefficient of x, that is the 2. So finally, if you'll have only one zero, that is the minus 3 by 2. So like this, by seeing the graph, we can see that polynomial will have how many zeros. So if it is going to cross x-axis one time, then it will have 1 0. It's going to cross two times, it will have two zeros. Whereas if you have polynomial that is having the quadratic polynomial, for example, so that quadratic polynomial graph is going to be the parabola. Like suppose we'll take y equal to x square minus 3x plus or minus 4. So this graph is going to be the parabola. So if coefficient of x square is positive, okay, a is positive, so this parabola will be upwards. And if a is negative, then parabola will be like this. Parabola will be inverted. So that depends upon the value of a, that is the coefficient of x square. So if parabola is going to cross the x-axis two times, then it will have two zeros. Okay. So how many times it is going to cross? If it is a cubic, it is going to cross maybe three times. So there is the different situation in which by seeing the graph, we can say that it will have how many solutions, how many zeros, कितना zeros होगा, कितना बार ये x axis को cross करेगा. So here you can see clearly इसमें क्या है, first time it is going to cross only x axis one time here. Okay, so that's why इसका zeros कितना है, how many zeros it has. Okay, how many times it is crossing, that is going to be the number of zeros. So यहाँ पर what you are saying, it is going to crossing only one time, so it will have 1 0. The second graph you are saying that is going to cross the x-axis two times, and it is the inverted parabola. So here a also will be less than 0, and it will have two zeros. Okay, and here you are saying that it's going to cross three times. तो इसका कितना zeros होगा? So it will have three zeros. That is meaning for the given polynomial, we'll have three values for which polynomial value is going to become 0. Now here, this is the situation of the linear polynomial. So it is going to cross the x-axis only one time. So it has 1 0. Now here it is going to touch x-axis only one time. So it also having 1 0. Now in this graph, you are seeing that it is going to cross how many times? Two times, three times, four times. So it will have four zeros. So at least one question you will get like this. On the basis of graph, you will get maybe graph will be given You have to find it has how many solutions, that is how many zeros they are going to ask. Now we are going to see the exercise 2.1. Okay. Any doubt is there? You can write in the comment box. Language is not a barrier. Okay. If you want, I should teach in Hindi. You want, I should teach in other language, local language like Bangla, Odia. You want to teach me in Telugu or Tamil, that also I will teach. Okay. So Purida. Okay. So let's see. So Bhalo, I think. Okay. Let's see here now what we have here. Question is given that graph of y equal to px is written here. For the given figure here, some polynomials p of x, find the number of zeros of p of x in each case. So what we have seen in the previous example, similar situation is here. So here you are saying that this graph, this line is parallel here. Okay. This line is the parallel to the x-axis. It's not crossing the x-axis. So it have no zero. Okay. Now here in the second one, it is going to cross the x-axis one time. So it will have 1, 0. Third one, it is going to cross x-axis how many times? 3 times. Okay. So it will have how many zeros? 3 zeros. So for 3 values, its polynomial value is going to be 0. ये कितना बार क्रॉस कर रहा है? Only 2 times. Okay. So how many zeros it will have? 2 zeros. Next year, this one, fifth one is going to cross 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Kitna zero hoga? 4 zeros. If it is touching also, that also will consider. Okay. Here in the last one, 1, 2, 3. So finally it is touching. Okay. If it is going to cross, then points will vary. So we are considering that at this point, both points is touching. So it will have 3 zeros. So how many times it is crossing or how many times it is touching the x-axis, that is the value for which the polynomial value is going to be how much? 0. That is the meaning here. Now we have some basic concept about this exercise 2.2 that based upon the zeros. So here we are going to see that what is the value of sum of zeros and what is going to be the value of product of zeros in terms of coefficient of the given polynomial. So first we are going to consider the quadratic polynomial. And earlier you have seen that how to factorize the quadratic polynomial. Okay. Like maybe you have done by splitting the middle term. So whatever process you have to factorize, on the basis of that we can find easily. So for example, if you will consider one example here, if we are taking a p of x equal to 2x square minus 8x plus 6. So here if you want to take common, what is the common here? In all, we are saying that if you can observe, or we can go for the splitting of the middle term. So as for the splitting of the middle term, what we are doing, we are finding p plus q and p into q. So p into q is what here? 12, and p plus q is what? Minus 8. Now how will factorize this 12 so that we'll get the minus 8. So that we can have here if we go for the 6 and we'll go for the 2. So finally, so p plus q is what here? Minus 8. Okay. So and 12 is coming 6 times 2. So minus 8, how we'll get? Both will have negative value. So if we'll multiply it, minus 6 into minus 2, negative will become positive. So p plus q can be written as minus 6 minus 2. So we'll get here 2x square minus 6s minus 2x plus 6. Now what is the common in the first two terms? 2x is common. So we'll have x minus 3. And in last two term, minus 1 is common. So we'll have, no, minus 2 is common. Okay. So minus 2 is common. And so finally we'll get here x minus 3. So finally, overall, x minus 3 is common here. So we'll have 2x minus 2. So in this, if you want, you can see that 2 also we can take common here. So finally, we can write 2 times of x minus 1 into x minus 3. Now, each factor we are going to equate to the 0. So once we'll equate to the 0, okay. So since for this value, we are going to consider that it is going to be the 0. So finally here we'll get x equal to 1 and x equal to 3, or we can write or also. Any one going to be equal to 0. So finally here either x equal to 1 or x equal to 3 will substitute in the expression p of x, then its value is going to be the 0. So that's why here zeros are, okay, zeros are x equal to 1 and 3. So now we are trying to find the sum of zeros. So that sum of zeros is what? 1 plus 3 is equal to what? 4. Okay. So this one we are going to write in terms of coefficient. So generally, if you see that this should be equal to minus b by a. How it is minus b by a? So this extended quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. So now if you compare here, what is the b value? B value is minus 8. So minus 8. A value is the coefficient of x squared, that is the 2. So finally, what we have? Plus 8 upon 2, that is going to be equal to 4. Similarly, we'll have a product. Okay, product of zeros. So product of zeros means 1 multiplied by 3, that value is 3. So this should be equal to c upon a. So what is the c value? C is the 6, a value is 2, so that is equal to the 3. So like this, we have to verify also the value, okay? So generally, if we have quadratic polynomials, so that quadratic polynomial, suppose we have ax squared plus bx plus c, and if alpha and beta is the zeros, then can be written as k into x minus alpha into x minus beta. So here in our case, if you want to write in terms of alpha and beta, so alpha we can consider as the 1, beta we can consider as the 3. Okay. And here then k value is going to be equal to 2. So finally, what you need to remember that sum of zeros is what? Alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. This we need to remember. B is what? Coefficient of x. A is what? Coefficient of x squared. And product of zeros, that is alpha into beta is equal to c by a, where c is the constant and a is the coefficient of what? X squared. So like this, in case of quadratic, we are able to find, okay. Similarly, in case of cubic polynomial also, we can find in case of cubic polynomials. So in case of cubic polynomials, so name is the cubic. So how many zeros will have? 3 zeros. So that zeros we are going to consider as alpha, beta, gamma. So finally here, sum of zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma is going to be equal to minus b by a, and alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. So it is sum of the product of two zeros. So that is going to be c by a. And finally, last one is the product of all three zeros, alpha into beta into gamma, that is the minus d by a. So in this cubic polynomial, that standard form of the cubic polynomial is that we have ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So here d is the constant. A is the coefficient of higher order, that is x cube. B is the coefficient of x square, and C is the coefficient of x, and D is the constant. So these are the formulas that we need to remember. Then we can solve this easily. Okay. So now finally, we are going to see that exercise value also we can see, or we have any discussion related to how we are able to find here alpha, beta, gamma, that also we can see. So now if you want, we can take one examples here so that it will be easy to solve. Okay. So now suppose, for example, we are considering here x square plus 7x plus 10. So this is the for us p of x here. Now what will be the zeros of this that we can find? After that we can verify the relation also. क्या है वैल्यू यहाँ पर? सो अगेन हाउ वी यूज टू सॉल्व p plus q क्या है? 7, and what is the p into q? That value is what here? 10. Now again if we factorize 10, we'll have 5 times 2. So 7 को क्या लिख सकते हैं? 5 plus 2. So splitting the middle term क्या आएगा? x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 10. So finally x common है, so x plus 2 inside here, and last two term में क्या common है? 5, so we have x plus 2. So finally we have x plus 2 into x plus 5. So here this p of x is going to be equal 0 for x equal to minus 2 or x equal to minus 5. So finally alpha we can take as minus 2 and beta we can take as the minus 5. So sum of zeros, what is the value? So that is alpha plus beta is equal to minus 2 minus 5, that is the minus 7. Okay. And by this, what we have formula earlier, by using we have alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, that also we can verify. B क्या है यहाँ पर? 7. So minus 7, a is what? 1. A is the coefficient किसका? x square का. Similarly, we have product. So product of zeros, that is alpha into beta. Alpha क्या लिए हम लोग? minus 2. Beta what we have? minus 5. So this is equal to the 10. So now similarly here, by using a formula, okay, alpha into beta क्या है expression? C upon A. C is the constant, क्या है value? 10. A is the coefficient of x square, that is the 1. So finally it is the 10. Like this, question will come, we have to verify also. So now we'll see the exercise question one by one here, okay. So finally, so that we can have a better understanding of each and every questions of the NCERT. These questions are taken from the NCERT. क्या बोलता है क्वेश्चन? फाइंड द जीरोस ऑफ द फॉलोइंग क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल्स एंड वेरीफाई द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द zeros and the coefficient. So first of all, we need to find the zeros of this polynomial. Tarvata, we have to verify the relation between the zeros. Zeros का sum क्या है और zeros का product क्या है? That we need to find. Purida? So that's the so finally here क्या दिया हुआ आपके पास? x square minus 2x plus 8. Okay. So we can write, let or assume p of x equal to x square minus 2x minus 8. अब इसमें क्या करना है, पहले इसको फैक्टराइज करना है। ओके, सो फॉर विच वैल्यू of x it is going to be equal to 0, that we are going to consider. So that value of x is going to give us zeros. So x square minus 2x minus 8 equal to 0 will write. P of x is simply expression. When we are equating to 0, it is the equation. So again, here, what is the p plus q value? P plus q is the minus 2, and p into q is what here? Minus 8. Now again, how we are going to split this? That is important. So here we can have minus 4 into 2. So p plus q is the minus 4 plus 2. So x square minus 4x plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. Okay. So this is the how we have splitted the middle term. Middle term को कैसे split करना है? P plus Q. P plus Q क्या है? बीच वाला. ओके, x का कोफिशियंट. और P इंटू क्या है? एक्स स्क्वायर का कोफिशियंट और कांस्टेंट, दोनों का प्रोडक्ट क्या है? PQ. So what is the common here? X is common. So x minus 4, and again 2 is common. Okay. So x minus 4. और फिर क्या कॉमन है? व्हाट वी हैव कॉमन ओनली, सो x minus 4, and finally here we'll have x plus 2 equal to 0. So यहाँ पर p of x is going to be 0 for x equal to 4 और x equal to minus 2, है ना? कोई भी वैल्यू से ये 0 होगा. So finally that zeros are, क्या क्या जीरो आया? zeros are x equal to, we can write in ascending order, means minus 2 and 4. अब क्या पूछता है? Now we got the zeros. Okay, next verify the relation between the zeros and the coefficient. So उसको हम लोग क्या करेंगे? Verify करेंगे. That is the second part of this. So this one we can take इसको as alpha. This one we can take as the beta. Okay. So in between the question, you have to write some words like we have sum of zeros. Okay. Sum of zeros is what? Alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. So finally here LHS क्या है? Alpha plus beta. So alpha value कितना? Minus 2. Beta कितना? 4. So what we have here? 2. और RHS on the basis of coefficient minus b by a. So minus b क्या है? Coefficient of x. Coefficient of x क्या है? Minus 2. So minus already there. So minus 2. और a क्या है? Coefficient of x square. That is the 1. So minus minus what? Plus. So that is 2. So hence here LHS equal to RHS. Okay, verified. For what? For the only one. Next, what we have? For the product. Next क्या है? Product. So product of zeros. Okay. So product of zeros क्या है? Alpha into beta किसके बराबर है? C by A. So now again similar thing. LHS is what? Alpha into beta. So alpha का वैल्यू क्या है? -2. Beta is 4. So कितना आया? -8. और RHS का वैल्यू क्या है? That is also RHS का value. What we have here, that is what that is the C by A. Okay, so this C by A. C क्या है? Constant. That is the -8 here. और A क्या है? Coefficient of x square is 1. That is the -8. So hence again what we are getting? LHS equal to RHS verified. So both situation is verified. Sum of product and sum of zeros both are verified here. So like this we can do in the tabulation form also, or like this also we can write. Okay. कुछ डाउट होने से you can write in the comment box and we'll see the previous year question also, especially जो इस बार पूछा गया 2026 का बोर्ड एग्जाम में, that we are going to see. Okay. अब नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है, क्या पूछता है? This is they're asking here what is the, that is same question is same actually, only polynomial is different. So here polynomial is the function of s. So we can write let p of s equal to 4s squared minus 4s plus 1. So this is the solution. Okay, you can write like this solution. After that we have this thing. So फिर क्या करना है, इसको फैक्टराइज करना. Okay, so we are going to put here p of s equal to 0. So finally क्या निकलेगा, that is 4s square minus 4s plus 1 equal to 0. Now again that factorization we have to do. So that by splitting the middle term, so here what we'll have, p plus q value is what, minus 4. p plus क्या है, कोफिशिएंट है किसका, s का, और p इंटू क्या है, प्रोडक्ट है कोफिशिएंट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर इंटू कॉन्स्टेंट. तो क्या है, 4 into 1, that is the 4. So now this one, how you are going to factorize, how we are going to split. So this one we can write, we have 2, this is the 2. So finally, is it possible? Okay. So here p plus q is the positive. It is the negative, right? Minus 4s. p plus q is the negative और p into क्या है, positive है. So finally, how we are going to factorize here? So that is the important. So in this, if you write in this part, 4s square minus 4s plus 1 is here. So इसको कैसे factorize करेंगे कि we can write here. So we'll have minus 2 minus 2. So minus minus plus. So that's why p plus q can write minus 2 and minus 2. तो यहाँ पर क्या आया, 4s square minus 2s plus 1 equal to 0. फर्स्ट टू टर्म में क्या कॉमन है, 2s कॉमन है, सो विल हैव s एंड हियर minus 1. लास्ट टू टर्म में क्या कॉमन है, विल टेक what is the common here finally. So here we have, see, in first two terms 2s we have taken common, so what will have here, 2s inside the bracket also minus 1, and last one minus 1 is the common, so we'll 2s minus 1. So here what common we are taking, so that inside the bracket both will have same term. So now finally 2s minus 1 is the common, and from the first term 2s, second term minus 1, this is equal to 0. So finally here what you are saying, this is the same as 2s minus 1 whole square equal to 0. So finally if you find here s value, we'll get here 1 by 2. Okay. So here s is what, 1 by 2. So we'll have for the both we'll have 1 by 2. So 1, this is going to be the alpha, this is going to be the beta. Okay. So 1 zeros क्या है, 1 0 alpha और दूसरा 0 क्या है, beta. Both are here 1 by 2. Okay. So alpha is also 1 by 2 and beta is also 1 by 2. So sum of zeros, first of all, sum of zeros. So alpha plus beta equal to, what is the formula, minus b by a. So this one you can verify here. Alpha कितना है, 1 by 2 beta कितना 1/2, this is going to be equal to 1, and here RHS, so this is our LHS. This is going to be the RHS. So finally minus B by A. So minus B का वैल्यू कितना? -4. So -4, A का वैल्यू 4. So finally +4 divided by 4, this is 1. This is also verified. Now next you have about product. Okay. Product of zeros. So product of zeros का क्या है? Alpha into beta. Formula क्या है? C by A. So same thing we can do in the tabulation way also. So LHS alpha into beta, alpha कितना 1/2, beta कितना 1/2, that is 1/4. What about C by A? C का value, C क्या है? Constant 1. A is the coefficient of x s square here, so that is the 4. So both are same, so it is also verified. Okay, so like this we have to move here. So next what they're asking. Oh, now here we have again same thing. Third question is about finding the same process we have to do. Okay. If you feel that you can do it, you can pause the videos and you can do yourself so that you will get the confidence. Otherwise, if you struggle again, you can replay it and you can see the solution. So for this such situation, we are taking again p of x, which is the variable is x. So p of x is what? 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So again, splitting method will work here. Okay. So p plus q is -3 and p into q is what? -42. Okay. Is it -42? So finally see here in this situation. So directly if you are going to write, what will happen here? Mistake will occur. Okay. So here like I have written here. So this is not now correct. Okay. Since we have to arrange here. So we have 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So now in this, what is the value of p plus q? Is the -7 and p into q is what? -18. So this can be written as -9 and 2 times. So finally -9 plus 2. Okay. So be careful. We have to make in the order. तो अब इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं? 6x स्क्वायर -9x प्लस 2x -3. तो कितना आया? फर्स्ट टू टर्म में क्या कॉमन है? 3x. So finally 2x minus 3 और लास्ट में 1 कॉमन, so 2x minus 3. So finally we have 2x minus 3 again common और इधर क्या बचा? 3x plus 1. So for the px should be equal to 0. So what we'll have? 2x minus 3 into 3x plus 1 should be equal to 0. So that is here we'll get x equal to how much? 3/2, or you will get x equal to -1/3. So this one we can take as alpha, this one we can take as the beta. So now we got alpha and beta, that is the zeros we have obtained. Okay. Now what is the next step? Next we have to verify. So sum of zeros. First what we are writing? Sum of zeros. So sum of 0 is what? Alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. So this is the LHS. So alpha plus beta क्या है वैल्यू अपने पास? 3 upon 2 minus 1 by 3. So finally you can take the LCM. So 2, 3 LCM is 6. So we have 9 minus 2. So how much? 7 upon 6. And minus B by, this is the RHS side. What is the B value? B is what here? Minus 7. And what is the A? A is what? 6. Okay. B is minus 7, A is 6. So finally 7 by 6. So that is also verified. Next क्या verify करना? Next what we have? Product. Product of zeros. Okay. Product of zeros. So finally again alpha into beta किसके बराबर? C upon A. So alpha into beta मतलब 3 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 3. So कितना आया? 3 is cancel. So we'll have minus 1 upon 2. And whereas C upon A, what is the C value? C is what here? Minus 3. A is 6. So finally 3 2s are. So we'll have minus 1 by 2. So this is also got verified. Okay, if you feel later look small, you can see in the landscape view. Okay, or if tab something is available in that also you can see. So here we have many expressions, so that we can see one by one. So this is again the first question itself. Okay. So again you can pause it and you can see are you able to do it or not. है ना, अपने से प्रयास करने से you will get the confidence. एक समझ गए तो बाकी तो बना सकते हैं. सो हियर पॉलिनोमियल हम लोग क्या कंसिडर करेंगे? लेट पी ऑफ यू. सो दैट इज द 4u² प्लस 8u. ओके. सो नाउ we can consider p of u equal to 0. Then we'll have 4u² plus 8u equal to 0. अब यहाँ पर कॉमन क्या है? 4u is the common. So we'll have u and 2 here, that is equal to 0. So finally, here what we'll have? Either u equal to 0 or u equal to minus 2. So this one we consider as the alpha and this one we consider as the beta. Okay. Next, what we have to prove? Next, we have to prove it. Okay. So alpha plus beta. Here we can write sum of zeros. Okay. Alpha plus beta किसके बराबर है? Minus b by a. So finally LHS side alpha plus beta. Alpha अपने पास 0. Beta is minus 2. So plus minus 2. This is equal to how much? Minus 2. और minus b by a. So b क्या है यहाँ पर? What is b? b क्या है? 8. a क्या है? 4. So finally 4 2 times, that is a minus 2. So b is the coefficient of u and a is the coefficient of u square. Okay, so this is also verified. LHS equal to RHS. This one we can write here RHS. और last क्या है? Product. Product of zeros. Product of zeros क्या है? Alpha into beta equal to क्या है? Coefficient c by a. So finally LHS alpha into beta, alpha is 0, beta is minus 2, so this is going to be 0. And c by a, c is there 0, a is 4, this is also going to be 0. So finally it is the verified one. Okay, so this is the Now we have fifth one. So that is t square minus 15. Again, now if you understood this, you can pause the video. Again, you try to solve. है ना? अपने से करने से you'll feel the confidence. So here we can assume or we can let, okay, p of t किसका फंक्शन है? t का. So p of t, t square minus 15. And now we can put the value p of t equal to 0. So इसके लिए क्या हो जाएगा फाइनली? t square minus 15 equal to 0. So और आगे करेंगे तो क्या आएगा? t square equal to 15. So finally t can be plus minus root 15 here. तो जब भी स्क्वायर रूट का वैल्यू आता है क्या आता है? वो प्लस माइनस 15. दोनों के लिए स्क्वायर, प्लस का भी स्क्वायर सेम एंड माइनस का भी स्क्वायर सेम. सो हियर वी कैन कंसिडर अल्फा एज द प्लस रूट 15 एंड वी कैन कंसिडर बीटा क्या लेंगे? दूसरा माइनस रूट 15. अब क्या प्रूफ करना? ओके, व्हाट यू हैव टू प्रूफ in terms of coefficient. Okay, so sum of zeros, so that is alpha plus beta और coefficient के टर्म में minus b by a. So that is the LHS value. कितना अल्फा? अल्फा is the plus root 15 plus beta is minus root 15. So that is going to be equal to 0. और यहाँ पर माइनस बी. सो बी क्या है? कोफिशिएंट ऑफ टी होना चाहिए. सो दैट इज नॉट अवेलेबल. सो माइनस 0 एंड कोफिशिएंट ऑफ टी स्क्वायर इज 1. सो 0/1 इज द 0. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरीफाइड. लास्ट क्या है? लास्ट वन प्रोडक्ट, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरोस. सो प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरो क्या है? अल्फा इंटू बीटा इक्वल टू c/a. सो LHS alpha into beta plus root 15 into minus root 15. तो क्या हो जाएगा? प्लस माइनस 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 15. यस. एंड c बाय c का वैल्यू क्या है? कांस्टेंट, दैट इज द माइनस 15. a is 1, that is also equal to minus 15. So this is also verified. Okay, so like this we are able to solve the question number 5. One more is there. Okay, that also we can solve. So this is about how we are going to find the value here. So that we are going to observe in this. Okay, so finally that expression we are going to write here. So it is also function of x. So we can take let, so like we can change the color. So this is the solution. So we are considering let p of x equal to 3x square minus x minus 4. So finally we are going to put p of x equal to 0. So what will have? 3x square minus x minus 4 equal to 0. So what is the value of p plus q? Is the minus 1. p into q is what? Minus 12. तो अब इसको कैसे फैक्टराइज करेंगे? सो माइनस 4 एंड 3. सो विल हैव माइनस 4 प्लस 3. तो इसको लिख सकते हैं हम लोग 3x स्क्वायर माइनस 4x प्लस 3x माइनस 4 इक्वल टू 0. अब इसमें कॉमन क्या है? x इज कॉमन. सो 3x माइनस 4. इसमें क्या कॉमन है 1, so 3x minus 4 equal to 0. So from here 3x minus 4 into x plus 1 equal to 0. So that is what we'll get here, x equal to 4 by 3 or x equal to minus 1. This will take as alpha, this will take as the beta. Next, what we have to show in terms of coefficient, we have to show that it is going to be same. So पहले हम लोग क्या कंसिडर करते हैं, sum of zeros. So that is the alpha plus beta in terms coefficient minus b by a. So finally alpha plus beta, so 4 upon 3 and minus 1. So take the LCM, so we'll have 3, 4 minus 3, this is 1 by 3. Minus b का वैल्यू क्या है, -1, -1, a का वैल्यू क्या है 3, that is the 1 upon 3. b क्या है, ये coefficient of x, a coefficient of x square, c is the constant. So this is also verified. क्या है उसके बाद, लास्ट क्या है, लास्ट इज अबाउट प्रोडक्ट, है ना. तो सब में सेम प्रोसेस है. बी केयरफुल अबाउट द कैलकुलेशन. समटाइम्स वी फील ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस, सो सम मिस्टेक्स अकर्स. सो प्रोडक्ट ऑफ जीरो अल्फा इंटू बीटा किसके बराबर है, सी बाई ए. So finally here LHS, you can write here also LHS, this is the RHS. तो LHS क्या है, अल्फा इंटू बीटा. अल्फा क्या है 4/3, बीटा इज -1, so we have -4 upon 3. C क्या है -4, A क्या है 3, so finally both are equal. This is also verified. Okay. So like this, we have completed the exercise 2.2 first question. Okay. So remaining, this is the question number 2. That we'll see with the help of previous year question also we'll see. So we'll try to take one more lecture for this. So in that we'll cover the exercise 2.2 question number 2 onwards, as well as previous year question. Otherwise, this lecture will become very lengthy. सो इफ एनी डाउट दिस देयर, आप कमेंट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं. कोई लैंग्वेज बैरियर है, यू कैन राइट दैट. आई कैन एक्सप्लेन इन योर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज. ओके रवा, एनी डाउट बा तो लिखिए इन कमेंट बॉक्स. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच.